Alright guys, so as you can see, we got the entire dash ripped apart right now. And we have a mess of wiring back here. We're gonna go ahead and clean this up. I'm gonna show you guys, because I did a lot of this stuff years and years ago. Before I was, as good as I am now, so we're gonna go through, clean this up the best we can. And then we're gonna be making a custom dash piece here, just something that looks a little bit nicer than the Soch fucking dash kit in there. And eventually we're gonna attack all of this beige in here. Just something to kind of keep us busy while we save up money to work on our truck. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna find our crimpers. And we're gonna go through, we're just gonna cut all of this out. Reason why we're cutting this is these are the factory speaker wires. And well, there's no way this car is going back to factory. I really don't need those. And then over here we actually have the door panel taken off. We had to fix the door handle, so that's why that panel's off. So we're just gonna take this lump of wire, get that the fuck out of there. And the rest of these coming up here, these are just factory wiring plugs, so we're gonna leave that. And right here we have our main radio harness with our high level speaker outputs, and then we got a constant, ground, remote, and ignition. So now we're gonna go through and we're just gonna tighten up these wires. We're gonna cut them, all of these like random bits that we have cut off because they were going to something at one point. We're gonna take all of our switches and probably pop them out and just cut that hole back here a little bit bigger. And then we're gonna make something a little bit nicer for this also. As we went through, we cut out our radio pocket a little bit. We got our Kenwood X501 down here just kind of chilling for now. Now we started going through, we cut out pretty much all the switches. We still have these two hooked up because these are both on constant, so we want to do those last and make sure that everything's all set with those. But then in here, we just got a mess of wires. These are for the underdash lights, and we just got a bunch of shit. So we're gonna try to untangle some of this. We got our RCAs back here, and it kind of sucks. We don't have much extra length on those, so that's a little bit of a bummer. We got our base knob wiring down here. Antenna which hasn't been plugged in months. I don't listen to the radio. I'm sure if you guys are bass heads, you guys don't listen to the radio either. You want to listen to your shit in the fucking car. You don't want to listen to this garbage fucking music. And then, alright, so right here is our ground for a lot of the shit we got going on over here. So we're gonna start actually at this radio harness here. And I think what we're gonna go ahead and do first is, let's see, I just want to figure out the best way to keep all this, because we need our remote, our ground, the ignition, and the constant. These 3 wires we need, 4 wires we need coming out of the radio harness. And we just have a bunch of shit kind of tied together right now. It's nice to see our constant isn't like a super long run there. We got our ignition right here. I think what we're gonna do is just cut these out at these butt connectors and then just go ahead and start doing this like we've never installed this before. It's only, oh, what's up, homie? What we're gonna be doing is going through, cutting out our ignition, our ground, constant we want to be a little bit more careful with, and then the remote wire right here. Cutting these out so we can really figure out, oh, we forgot our ignition wire right over here. Hold up, what the fuck is this for now? Oh, I remember what this is for. More lights. This is for the underglow, I'm pretty sure, like 99% sure. So we're gonna go ahead, rip this off here. Just pull that straight out. And then we're gonna give radio harness a little bit of a haircut to make everything a more equal length.
The screen turned off.
Yeah, that happens.
Oh.
Dummy girl. So we need a little bit of tape now because we fucking spliced into that. So if we need to splice into this again, I guess we can. And now I want to take these 3 wires from back here, because this is my ignition wire coming off of the car plug. This is my constant here, and this is my ground with a bunch of fucking wires going to it, because there's a lot of shit tied into a ground wire traditionally. So we're gonna take the, we should probably do the constant first, because there's not much running through this right here. Probably take this. We're gonna get a butt connector first. We're gonna get prepared. Holy shit, this insulation don't want to come off. Take that, twist it. Gonna put a butt connector on it. Because we only have, this constant is only used for our radio. We don't have anything else, our voltmeter, or anything like that running off of this. The rest of those are ran off of the battery, directly off the battery. And now we're gonna take our radio harness, do the same thing, tear just a little bit off. And then stick our butt connector right on there. Crimp it down. Now we're going to go over to our remote wire. And because we have a switch in line with our remote wire, we're going to be taking another butt connector, connecting that there. And instead of using this wire right here to go onto here to turn the amps on and off, since we do use a switch, we gotta take some of this wire and then put this end to the butt connector, and the switch is gonna tie in line with this. And after we get everything set up for the switches, then we're going to throw them back in. Now we just got 2 more wires off of the radio harness here. One is going to be our ground wire, which is going to be grounding quite a few things here. And I'm thinking, let's see, there's not like a great grounding place back here. But we're going to be taking this and this mess of shit right here, and we're just going to go ahead and just undo this. We're not even going to try to save this. We're just going to go ahead straight undo this. Oh, look at that mess of wire in there. Alright, now that we got everything ripped off of the factory ground wire, we gotta see what the fuck we actually need grounded, which are gonna be these lights right here. Well, that's the positive of the lights. We're gonna have that, which is our radio ground, these lights right here, what's the switch for? So that's still working somehow. Where's the ground? If this is the ground. Oh no, that's grounded somewhere else. This is just giving it power. And this, I believe, is another ground. Yeah, because look.
Back out in traffic.
Yeah, look, babe. This is another ground. I don't know where this ground is grounded, but it's good that I have another ground. So guys, as you can see here, we have our first switch wired up to turn our amplifiers on and off with the remote wire. And, we just tape the wires together because we don't have a drill where we could twist them together. So, next best thing right here. And we're just going to tape them together. They're going to go where they need to go. And then we're going to call it a day with that. We're just going to go through, slowly do the same thing, and be able to slowly clean this wiring up. We're saving the ignitions for last, so I can kind of just see what wires I'm left with, and the rest of those are going to get put on ignition, so I feel like that's the easiest way to do that one. We're just going to keep going here, and keep updating you guys with how the rat's nest is coming along. So guys, what we have done now is we have 2 switches fully wired up, these 2 right here, and then this one we just have to connect back to the voltmeter. But we went in, we added an inline fuse here for a power lead connecting directly to the battery. And then we're going to go add another inline fuse here off of this constant, which is going up to this light right here. So we're going to go ahead and do that real quick, and then probably reconnect our voltmeter and get that going one more time. And then we just have to wire up the underglow. The underglow is wired up to that switch. So then what do we have to wire up? We got an ignition here, ignition here, ignition wires here, and then I believe that this is an ignition also. I would like to a little bit more know where that wire definitely goes though. Alright guys, so as you can see, we got our pocket all wired back up. And this is kind of like a temporary setup for the pocket right now, but we're still going to be going with this. But we're also going to be taking all of these wires back here and making just one nice harness for it. Because as you can see how much nicer this looks, especially from when we started. And especially as we do this, things are going to straighten out much more. And I'll be happy because honestly, I was like, shit, I don't really want to make this video showing everybody about how fucking messy this is, because I was just trying to like hurry up and get shit done at the time, or because I just didn't know of like better techniques. Because when I fucking like started working on this car and have done most of the work on this car, yeah, I was still like really learning car audio, just kind of learning from doing this car. But now that I'm doing this every single day for a job too, I've gotten much better, much quicker. And it's definitely helped me out, and I just like to go back through, especially on my own install, and just make things much better than how they were previously. This honestly won't give me much performance, like any more performance than what I was getting before. But it's going to make things a lot more neat and organized, and just overall a lot safer after we added a couple of more fuses. Now we can go ahead, take our radio, plug this back in. I'm going to plug the antenna in this time, even though it hasn't been plugged in for like 6 months. We're going to plug that in. Oh shit, this part kind of sucks. Now we're going to take, this is our subwoofer RCA. I'm going to be taking it, putting it in just like that. We're taking our main power harness, plugging it straight into there. We don't have the microphone ran. I don't use the hands-free Bluetooth features of this radio. Just not a huge fan of that. Oh shit, this is the part that's really gonna suck. Like, don't have very much room over here. Because I gotta take these RCAs, and these ones are gonna plug into the rear signal, and these ones that I tape together are gonna plug in to our front signal, if I could get it to bend. There we go. So we have all the RCAs plugged in now. All of our wires ran. I'm gonna kind of plop this in here for now, just like so, and just kind of go through and test everything. Where the keys at? The underglow turned on. Well, not the underglow, the underdash lights. Our overhead light turned on, and voltmeter turned on. Now I forgot we actually have to go to, let's do USB, because I know there's not going to be one plugged in. And our amps turn on too, just looking straight behind us. I was kind of confused before because these weren't turning on, but it's because the radio is in standby mode. Amps turn off. I guess we can go ahead and shut everything else off now that we know it all works. And what we're going to be doing, just the last step here, is we're gonna be taking, and because when we make our custom dash piece, we only need this piece right here to kind of fit into there, and then we're gonna mold this into the factory panel. But to hold everything up here together in the meantime, we're gonna be taking our brackets that screw into the side, and we're just gonna line them up nicely. Alright guys, so we got the radio and the pocket assembly put back together. Just letting it all chill in here for now. Just because we're gonna go ahead and make our dash piece, which would be a separate video. Also, we got this door panel back on. That's pretty dope. We fixed the issue, the door is closing properly. And yeah, so it's just gonna be chilling like this. Be sure to subscribe to watch us make a custom dash panel. That's gonna be pretty sick. And you know, now we know everything behind our radio from years and years of installs on top of each other is all organized, safe, and we got nothing to worry about. What's up guys? So I hope you enjoyed today's video of fixing the fucking rat's nest that over the years just accumulated behind my dashboard. I recommend all of you guys to go out and use the things that I showed you in this video. To go maybe fix your own dashboards, because I know not everybody's perfect, and especially when you have to kind of piece together an install when you don't have everything on the first day you start. You know, sometimes you kind of have to just get it in there however it fits and however you can get it in there. So it's good every once in a while, you know, to go through, clean that shit up and make it, you know, the way it really should be. And I want to apologize to you guys also. The video of me wrapping my A-pillars for my truck, it was a bad video. I didn't get very good camera angles. Part of the video files were fucked up. The audio and some of it was a little bit messed up, and it just wasn't going to make for a good video. And it sucks. I took about a week to record it, and then I was trying to edit it the other night, and I was just, there was nothing I could do to really make it a good informational video like I like to do here, and also make it entertaining. It just wasn't happening. So I apologize for that, but we are going to have to do the hatch of the truck, which we're going to be wrapping in the same material, and we're also going to be wrapping these door panels in the same material as well. So you guys will still get to see it, just it's going to take a little bit longer. That's okay. We got plenty of stuff coming up, including a custom dash piece for the Focus. We're going to be doing be redoing the whole interior color and everything. We're going to be putting that fur shit on the A pillar and the B pillar, so when the base is going, you see that flexing. And we're going to be doing everything like a black and a purple. So it's going to be sick. It's going to be fun. And I can't wait to get that going. We got a front and rear bumper coming for the Focus. We got a console coming up for the truck. And then after, you know, we do the last couple of beauty things on the Focus, then everything's going to be pushed onto the truck. That's where the money's going to be spent. We're just getting started right now, guys. So, you know, you guys see how much we did to the Focus in the last few months since I started this channel, especially you guys that have been around for a while. So, like, for the new people, it's coming. The big stuff with the Expedition, it's coming. Just please be patient and, you know, enjoy what we got so far. And this is Rob, and I'm out. Peace, guys. I hope you enjoyed.
I got my own weed, sucker, so I ain't gotta hit yours. I'm talking straight endo. Cali weed blowing like a Rastaman. Pussy straight from